Okay, we are live. It's a Friday. It's a DIY Detail podcast, and Ivan is a little, let's just say, under the weather. I had a technical issue, so I have a green screen behind me. No worries. We're going to make it happen today.
Exactly. So welcome everyone. And like Nick said, I'm a little bit under the weather, so go easy on me on your choices, please. But other than that, no. Great day. It's nice and sunny here in Quebec. How is it for you in Utah, Nick?
It's nice and sunny. It's nice and sunny. Ivan said it was about 65 degrees in Quebec, which does that mean cold for you, Ivan?
I'm freezing, but yeah. But for most people, it's nice. So yes.
Hey, we have some big announcements to make today, Ivan. One of them is
Yep.
a product release. One of them is that we're going to be doing giveaways every 30 minutes. And the other is that we have 20% off on DIY Detail right now because it's Memorial Day weekend.
Exactly.
Did I miss anything?
Well, 20% off on all the chemicals, brushes, etc., tools, but just not bundles and not the Envy that we'll be announcing. There's a new Envy that Nick, I think you have a bottle in front of you there or with you.
I have an Envy Glass Sealant. Let's
Yes.
change the positioning here. Let's get. And I apologize for the green screen here. This is the magic of television. Envy Glass Sealant, newly released, having technical issues on my end, but Ivan's got it as well. Ivan, tell the people about Envy
Yeah.
Glass Sealant.
So Envy Glass Sealant is not a coating. We'll start with that. It is a sealant that you can use every time you wash your car. You can use it to actually clean your windshield. So if you're going on vacation and you're going to be in the dreaded rental car with the wall of water of death on the windshield that you can't see through, bring a little bit of Envy with you, rub it on that windshield, and next time it rains, you'll get great hydrophobics. It's there to provide hydrophobics. It is a cleaner. It's something you can use as often as you want or as little as you want. People ask durability. Durability is up to you. Do you use your wipers? Is the car stored inside? Is it stored outside? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's too many variables, but great, easy to use. Spray it on, wipe it off, and you're done.
The real question is, Ivan, we promised them a wash and talk, a choose your own adventure. I want to
Yes.
talk about Envy Glass Sealant. We're going to do a live Q&A. We're going to answer people's questions, but let's show them what's going on. Ivan, do you have COVID?
No, I just have a really bad flu at the moment. So yes.
So let's take it easy on
Thankfully,
Ivan.
it doesn't. It doesn't come through the screen, so don't worry. But we're going to be washing one of two vehicles. We said three, but I'm not feeling well today, so I'm not taking on the Escape. So you have your choice between the beautiful 1985 Bernie X19, which has 75 power, weighs about 2,000 pounds, Italian Lampredi designed engine, Bertoni body on it, and the BMW Z3 from the year 2000. Now that one has more than twice the horsepower. It's got 170 horsepower inline six. So start putting in the comments X19 or a Z3. Which is your preferred car for us to detail?
I'm seeing in the comments. And let's see. I see the Fiat Hybrid, BMW, Z3, Z3. I mean, the real question is, how do we decide this? Is there a scientific method for this?
One is the
I don't know. Could you guys put it in the chat? Can you guys put it in the chat? I'm having a really tough time hearing you, Ivan. I'm not sure if your Wi-Fi.
I can't hear Nick. I don't know if he's still online there. But
so I'm curious. Often I get blamed for Wi-Fi issues when it's me and Ivan. I wonder if it's Ivan or me. I'm not really sure. Should we make me detail instead, Ivan, or would that be a total disaster? That might be something we never come back from. No, I don't think we have all the technical setup for it right now. We don't have two people.
It's probably me because I'm too far away from the. Yeah. At the moment.
Okay, so we have lost Ivan. I have a green screen. Ivan's out in the country at his daughter's place. Listen, I think we're going to choose. I'm looking at the. Yeah, Adamo's like too far for Wi-Fi. Should we do the Z3? Why don't we just tell Ivan, because you have such a rough flu? I'm going to let him back on here. He came out of the stage. Ivan, we let you back on. I've made an executive decision. Why don't you got the Fiat and the Z3? Why don't you decide which one you want to watch today? Because let's be honest, you're under the weather and you're doing this for the people.
Well, let's do it another way. I have two sets of keys here.
Okay.
So I have Z3 and the Fiat. Let's mix
Okay.
them up in my hands. And Nick, choose left or right.
How about right hand?
Right hand, you picked the Fiat. So right hand it is.
Okay.
Off.
Sorry, Ivan.
So I'll be back in a moment. Let me go get the Fiat. And in the meantime, Nick, entertain the people. Tell them what's going on today.
So we have giveaways every 30 minutes, which is super exciting. Ivan has left the chat. Somehow my Wi-Fi wasn't working, so I'm doing this on my phone. There's Ivan. And so we have the green screen behind me. This is how you usually see the DIY Detail Garage. We're so excited to announce NV Glass Sealant today. You can use it as an amazing protective product. You can use it as a quick detail on your glass to clean it. I did it just today on the Jeep. I paired it with Nick's favorite glass towel. So NV Glass Sealant, you're going to get really robust water beads, almost like a ceramic coating. It's just a really nice product to have to protect your windows after you clean. Again, a nice quick detailer as well. Getting those bug guts after a long drive. We're also going to do giveaways every 30 minutes. And I want to tell you about these giveaways. Each half an hour, we're going to do a mystery box, minimum of $100 value. And in that mystery box, you're going to get an NV glass sealant bottle and other things that Sam from customer service is going to choose. So it's going to be like a Sam mystery box, and that'll be a lot of fun. So mystery boxes every 30 minutes. So in 20 minutes, stay tuned for our first giveaway. No purchase required. And we're going to do live Q&A when Ivan returns in the Fiat. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Ivan is really sick, you guys, but he never gives up. He never gives in. You know, look at that. I love that little car. All right, let's get Ivan back full screen here in the garage, having fun. Maybe nauseous. Maybe has a headache. Maybe can't talk. Maybe wants to be laying down with chicken noodle soup. But he's out here detailing a car. He's a man of the people, and we are going to get to your questions. Let's see if you're going to ask a question. Do the QQQ so Sam can queue up those questions. Yeah, and it looks like Mr. Texas in North Carolina is doing that as well. So just the QQQ before your question. Sam will queue those up. I know it's a lot of cues, and then we'll get those ready for the Q&A portion. But of course, Ivan wants to show you just how easy it is to wash a dirty car. We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do it while fighting influenza, Ivan.
Yes. So there's always a bit of a delay here. So if I'm back, that's good. Anyways, the Fiat is dirty. Now we can show you. We have a bird that has attacked it. It's been sitting out in a dusty area. We've had a lot of construction around here this week. So rain mixed with construction dust everywhere. That's what's covering the Fiat at the moment.
And real quick, Sam just texted me that he can't queue him because I'm the host in StreamYard. Sam, you should be able to just log in straight into StreamYard with the password I've given you before. If you can't do that, I'll handle the questions. But usually you just log in. So not the link that I sent this morning to Ivan. You actually want to log in as us, and I've given you that in the past. If you don't have it now, we'll do it live, everybody. We got this. All right, Ivan. So where do we start on this car, and what do you want to tell the people about NV Glass Sealant in the meantime?
Well, NV Glass Sealant can actually be used as a glass cleaner as well. And let me show you that on the windshield. So we have a lot of dust. We've got some bug etchings, or not etchings, but bug splatters here. Let me get my NV Glass and a towel. I'll be right back.
All right. I was showing the people earlier that I really like Nick's favorite glass towel, Nick's favorite app removal towel, Nick's favorite wax removal towel. It's the Mr. Twister. It's it's a great glass towel. But I'm curious to see what Ivan chooses because everyone has their own choice when it comes to glass. Some people love the level 1 for glass, Ivan. I mean, everyone's got their own glass preferences. But you know, when you get to start a company, you can name a towel after yourself. All right, we lost you there. I don't know where
Yeah,
you went. Did you go to the bathroom to get your
there.
towels? I lost your image. He's blaming me for the Wi-Fi. Tells me I need to get new Wi-Fi, and he's cutting out like a wild man. We love it though. We have 200 people on the chat. We are 17 minutes away from our first giveaway. Our first giveaway. It's gonna be amazing. And there's nothing crazy behind this green screen, but usually it's like the DIY Detail Garage. I was on my computer. I haven't said get on your phone. We got to go live, so we're doing it live off my phone. Hence the green screen. Love to see you all here. Thanks for what we have 200 or 2 people watching. We're launching NV Glass Sealant. We're very excited about that. Ivan may have just passed out from his bout of influenza, in which case I may need to go watch the Jeep live, as it were. I'm trying to make Ivan the big screen Tigers, but he just disappeared. So I don't know where he went off to. In the meantime, let's get to your questions. Let's see if I can't find some QQQs. And all right, let's see here. We are live. I'm looking for some questions. Um, Mike asked, "Does YouTube allow you to put up a poll to vote on the car?" We're doing this through StreamYard, so I'm not entirely sure. Sam sent me an email about logging into StreamYard. Folks, we are just so close to a giveaway. Ivan's having some technical issues. We're going to be with you in a jiffy, and we're going to get you that giveaway, and we're going to show you how to wash a car live, and we're doing it all on the fly. All right. Um, let's see. Ivan's back. He's entered the studio.
I think we're back,
Ivan,
Nick.
are you there?
Yes.
I've
Yes,
got
we're
your bit,
back.
and then I'll let Sam know that I'm letting him in here. I'm gonna forward him this code. All right.
Okay.
So you drive, Ivan.
So I don't know what you've seen, but this is the dirt that came off the windshield. See how
Oh
the
no,
towel.
we just lost you. We haven't seen you in 4 minutes. We didn't even know you had a towel in your hand.
Oh, okay. So basically, I cleaned this half of the windshield, but I'll recreate it for the magic here. But you can see all the dust I pulled off the windshield. The other half I'll leave till after we actually wash the car. But NV Glass Sealant, if you're dealing with a very dirty surface, you're going to spray it on a la Nick. So that's a number of sprays. If you've washed the car already and you're just doing the final little touch ups, then 1 or 2 sprays is all you need. From there, I like the Pearl Weave or the level 1 towel. Like Nick likes the Nick's favorite glass towel. They both work. Towels are personal preference. There's no right or wrong answer here. And you notice I'm not worried about letting it leave the surface or evaporate. It doesn't evaporate that quickly. The car is hot. It's been outside. I just brought it in from direct sunlight and it's a black car. So you can imagine how warm it is. But from there, just take my level 1 towel, work it into the surface. And I probably have a little too much on the surface. Then flip to a dry side.
Ivan, whenever I put a comment, it makes me the big image. I apologize, guys. Angry Monkey Detailing asks, "Have you done any durability testing on other popular glass sealant brands?"
Yeah, we have. And we're equivalent. We'll put it that way. This isn't a coating. Let me remind you, is a sealant. It's something that you can apply at every wash if you want to. And when you first put it on your windshield, give it 15 minutes to half an hour and give it a second spray. That will help build a foundation and then go from there. If you already have a coating, this is a great top up for your coating. So every time you wash your car, 1 or 2 sprays of ND glass sealant, and off you go. And this is a 473 milliliter bottle, 16 ounce. That means you have over 400 sprays in this bottle. A bottle will go a long way.
And just Sam, I know you're listening as well. Sam, I did forward you an email with the login code, so that'll help you. So we've talked about NV Glass. Wow, look at the side of the. I mean, even from here, Ivan, with your connection issues, the driver's side looks so shiny.
Yeah, it does make a big difference here.
Incredible, love it. Okay, so we're gonna wash this car. We did tell people. Sorry, Ivan. Oh man, I feel bad for Ivan. People in the comments are sending you some love too, Ivan. So
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Um, we were gonna do a choose your own adventure on how to wash the car, weren't we?
We were, yes, and we could still do that a little bit. If the people are kind with me, it'll be rinseless. Just the whole foam cannon thing will take a little too much time. But you can choose the wash media. So while I'm getting rinseless on the surface, am I going to be using the perfectly safe brush, the iconic sponge, or the ultra wash mitt?
Okay. Sam is in the chat. He's gonna start putting the questions in as we go. I'm gonna focus on, just kind of emceeing this and helping this flow along. But we want to let folks know we're 12 minutes away from our first giveaway. Every 30 minutes, we're gonna do a $100 mystery box minimum giveaway with MB Glass Sealant. In the meantime, stay tuned, folks. Ivan is misting on Rinseless Wash. As you mist on Rinseless Wash, tell the people what you're doing. And again, NV Glass Sealant is the big announcement today, so I don't want to miss out on anything we want to tell the folks. And Ivan is in the zone.
Yeah, well, look at the beating difference on the windshield between the side that I cleaned with Envy and the side that hasn't been cleaned.
Ooh, it's kind of hard to tell from here.
Oh, there's a big difference. Now, this vehicle, I just changed the windshield last week on it. So it's a brand new windshield. It hasn't had anything done to it.
Okay, I think I see those beads. Brand new windshield, huh? All right, now we're going vertical, Sylvie. We're getting a little too tilted. There we go.
Yeah.
Um, so talk about the principles of this wash. Like that was a pretty dirty vehicle. Are you going to use a hose?
No, I'm just going to put the rinseless on and we'll let it dwell for a few minutes.
Now, this is new to me. I thought we just got the rinseless on and we were good to go. But you're talking about dwell time. That's not really new to me. But maybe the importance of dwell time is pretty crucial on a deep clean.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so let's get you a little closer here, Nick.
Okay. Folks, this may be remembered as the flu game for Michael Jordan when Ivan, with the flu, showed you how to wash a car live when he probably wants to be taking a nap. All right, show him what we got, Ivan.
Well, on this side, the water is just pooling, whereas on this side, it's actually running off. So that tells you the difference, and that the envy hadn't had any time to cure at this point. Generally, we will give it at least 10 minutes to cure before getting it wet, but in the spirit of getting things done here today.
Now I see it. Yeah, for sure. So cure time has been. Look at it. Look at the way the water's beating there. Oh,
Yeah.
folks, if you want an endorsement of Envy Glass Sealant, look at that. Look at the way the water rushes away. Do you want to get a hose out for that, or do you think we've sufficiently shown what it can do?
Well, we'll get a hose out soon, Nick, but let's first get the car washed.
Okay.
So I'm just going back over the second time because we don't have a drain in this garage yet, so getting a hose out. I don't have Nick here to squeegee for me.
That's true. Now, if folks remember, hydrate ceramic coating is all over this Fiat, but you said the glass is new.
Yeah, it's a brand new windshield, so
Yeah, brand new windshield. So that's why the water is beating everywhere on the paint, right?
yeah.
Or at least it
And
looks like
actually,
it's
this part here was freshly repainted. So if you remember
I
the
don't know.
first video we did it, there was a lot of stone chips there.
I don't know if
So we
Sylvie
had
can.
this little
There's
section
something in the
here
top
repainted.
left corner. If Sylvie can hear me, in the camera, it looks like it's her finger or maybe the tripod mount. It's like in the image. So just for the viewers out there, curious if we have questions coming in, or if Ivan, you want to just keep on detailing. It's still in the image, by the way, Ivan. I don't know if it's top left of the camera. I think we're having connection issues. Can you hear me, Ivan? Oh boy. All right, so maybe Ivan should just do a wash and talk. What do you say? Can you hear me, Ivan?
Now I
All right.
can.
All
Okay,
right.
you're
Yeah.
back.
Okay, great. So there's just something in the top left corner of Sylvie's camera. I don't know what it is, if it's a tripod mount, but it's in the image and kind of distracting. Maybe we can take that out. But yeah, let's continue the wash and talk.
Yeah. So next thing, I got it there. What do the votes seem to be with the brush, the sponge, or the mitt?
What do we have for votes, Sam? Do we see anything here? Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, this is the flu game for Ivan. Apparently our internet has the flu too, so we're all let's see. All right. So Z3 is the vote. Yeah. Sam, you're a little behind, sir, because we already chose the Z3. Well, the Z3 hasn't been chosen. We got the Fiat in there. We just need a wash media. Is what we need. I mean, what are you seeing in the chat? How about, you know what? Deuce's dad, and whenever I put a comment up, it's going to make me full screen. I apologize, guys. Deuce's dad says Ivan should use the brush because it's easier. Should we do the brush, Ivan?
Now I can see Nick. I can see your lips moving,
Oh
but
boy.
I can't hear him.
Can people put in the
We're having
comment?
a lot of difficulties here today.
Yeah. Whose internet is it? Is it me or is it Ivan? Let's just settle this because I feel like Ivan can't hear me, and if that's my fault, then that's I feel bad.
Okay, well now I can hear you, Nick. So I see a lot of brushes and sponges here. No mitts, the odd little mitt, but let's see. Let me just take two screens worth and count here.
Ivan, just so you know, everyone says I sound great, and it's you with the internet issues. So no, stop hating on my internet. Okay. Uh, we're doing okay. I think you should do whatever you want, Ivan. At this point, whichever's easiest.
Okay, well other people are hearing both of us fine. So apparently it's just
Who
this.
knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Okay, well I saw more brushes than sponges, so let me get the brush.
All right, Ivan. There we go. You know what? Dio is saying. I appreciate this. Dio so is saying. DOSTO 233. Oh boy, on some days just about everything goes wrong. Murphy's law. Glad you guys are handling with grace, though. You know what? I think it shows that not everything is as smooth as it always seems. On YouTube, on TV,
No.
and we do it live for the love of the game. Have you seen Ivan's double bucket contraption over here? Can you tell the people about that, Ivan?
So the reason we have these double buckets is instead of a grit guard in the bottom, we just have holes drilled. And those holes act as a grit guard. They do the job. And when we had our shops, we sold these to customers. And the reason we actually did this, instead of giving them a bucket and a grit guard, this way, this bucket has holes in it. They can't use it for gardening. And they're pinned together. So it's a bit of a pain to get the pins out, et cetera, et cetera. That way, they kept this as a wash bucket. It didn't become a concrete mixing bucket. It didn't become a gardening bucket. It didn't become a whatever bucket. It always stayed as a wash bucket.
All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ivan, we're 5 minutes away from a giveaway, and I hope
Yeah.
folks are excited about that. We're doing $100 minimum mystery boxes. Every mystery box will include an NV glass sealant. By the way, just want to incentivize folks. You have a 20% off discount for Memorial Day weekend at any time at DIY Detail. So that's 20% off chemicals and coatings. Obviously, it includes kits, gift cards, and we're not putting NV glass sealant on sale. Not today. This is the grand
Yeah.
debut. Uh, I was curious. Where do you see NV glass sealant fitting in a enthusiast lineup and also a professionals lineup? Like, when would they use it and why?
For the enthusiast, every time you wash a car, one of the little two sprays of NV on the windshield, it'll give you the benefits of a coating without having to install a coating. For the professional, you've installed the coating on your customer's car. It's been 6 months. It's been a year. They're coming in for a refresh on their ceramic coating on the outside of the paint. Glass coating might be suffering just a little bit. Time to put that and use it as a topper. But it's something that carry it in your car. You know you're going to be driving through rain or a lot of bugs in the next little while. Stop, put a little bit on and off you go.
And question just came in. It was up and now it's gone, but I think it was about towel care after you use NV glass sealant. So let's say I spray some NV glass sealant on the towel or on my windshield. I use it. I'm like, oh no, it's got protection in it. How do I handle this towel, Ivan?
Well, the towel is very simple. It's not going to clog up like it does with NV, our regular NV detail spray. Hey, look, I can reach the whole roof.
Haha, look at that. That
Yeah,
is a tiny
uh,
little car.
it
Little
is.
known fact about this car, Ivan, did you find it in Omaha
No, in Minnesota, actually.
and you drove it all the way home
Yeah, drove it from Minnesota to Omaha and then from Omaha to Quebec.
through a snowstorm, right?
Not snowstorm, a rainstorm, yeah. But it was
Okay.
cold. A cold November day.
All right. So as you were doing that, you explained what to do with the glass towel, Ivan, and
Yeah, just put it in your wash bucket when you're done for 5 minutes, and then you're good.
then just launder it as usual.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, Jeff Dude asked a question. He's like, and again, every time I bring someone up, the screen switch. I apologize, everybody. Jeff Dude says, will it replace glass cleaner? Is it a floor wax? I don't know what that last part was.
Definitely not a floor wax. But and he might have sent maybe you thought, is it fluorinated? No, it's not fluorinated. Don't worry. The Yes, it can replace a glass cleaner on the outside of the vehicle. Never, ever put anything hydrophobic on the inside. That's a recipe for disaster. And let's bring the camera back around the front here.
Okay.
We'll take a look at the windshield. Just want to show you something. So we did Envy glass on that side, not on this side. Can you see a difference in the beading here? Notice how this is still a nice sheet of water and this is all gathered up and moving off. That's what we want from a glass sealant.
A little hard to tell from here, Ivan, just with the connection, but I can kind of see
Okay.
it.
But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, this side is just all water.
Yeah. No, I see it for sure. Would you use Envy glass sealant on an interior at all?
No, never use a glass sealant or any sealant on interior glass. You never want anything hydrophobic on interior glass because it will cause fogging, and we don't want fogging on the inside.
What about using Envy glass sealant as a clay lube with your decon towel on your windshield?
Yeah, that you can do.
Okay. Envy glass sealant, do I want to use it on dry or wet glass?
On dry glass. It's not a drying aid.
It's not a drying aid. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. All right, I'm going to hide that comment. We're going to get Ivan back full screen. Just a reminder, 20% off for Memorial Day weekend at DIYdetail.com. And we have a giveaway. Oh, it's 2:30, Ivan. Is it time for a giveaway?
Giveaway time, yeah.
All right. Should we make this like a really hard question, like something someone could Google in a second, like a deep cut? Like, what are we feeling for this question?
What year is the car that I'm washing?
Ooh, what year is Ivan's Fiat? I
And
keep thinking
actually,
when I say Fiat, I keep thinking of your old Fiat.
and actually, this isn't a Fiat, Nick.
It's not a Fiat. That's why I'm like, why did I say a Fiat? I'm like, what?
It's a Bertoni X19.
Why do I keep saying Fiat? That's what I
There's
don't know
not
anything about this car.
there's not one Fiat logo on it.
Okay, so now I'm embarrassed.
No, it started life as a Fiat, and in 1982, hint, they stopped selling it as a Fiat, and they kept selling it as a Bertoni. So
Oh, okay. I was like, did I just make this up? I was very confused.
yeah.
Um,
And do we have a right answer yet?
well, I think that's up to Sam because I feel like if I try to be the arbiter of justice here, I'm gonna mess this up somehow. Sam, I'm counting on you, big dog. We are gonna send you a mystery box, whoever wins, with Envy glass sealant, minimum $100 value in the mystery box. Doing this every 30 minutes, and the winner is MG 4547 USA 1982. Ivan.
Well, no, the car's in 1985.
Wait, Sam. I don't think Sam knew the answer to that. We didn't go over this. All right, it's 85, Sam. Sam put it up, so I assume he knew it was James M. Gifford for the win. Can we congratulate James, Ivan?
Yes. Congratulations, James. You have some Envy on the way, plus some other products too.
All right, let's give you a little housekeeping update here. We have 260 people watching. We just did a giveaway. We have another giveaway coming up in 30 minutes, another one in 60, and another one in 90. So there will be more giveaways. These are $100 mystery boxes. We're trying to say thank you to everyone. We love that you're here. We don't do these lives very often. We try to make them kind of a big event. Ivan, talk about your rinseless washing technique as we celebrate Envy Glass Sealant, the big debut today.
Well, I did all the upper surfaces first, and now I'm going to the lower surfaces. Normally, I would do one side at a time, but keep it visually interesting, just moving around the car. Also, being such a small car, it's not that big of a deal. But if I was doing a normal size sedan or something, I'd do the whole side first. But
You're just going with the flow, it seems like. It's not very like you, Ivan. Yeah, just quick housekeeping. Enjoy 20% off chemicals and coatings at DIYdetail.com. That does exclude kits and gift cards and our new product. But everything else, 20% off. It's been an awesome Memorial Day sale so far. Maybe comment below if you guys taken advantage of the Memorial Day sale. Like, what have you gotten so far? When you can get 20% off everything store wide except for kits, I mean, I'm gonna load up on a polisher and big ticket items because you never know when this day comes again. I haven't. The brush is safe on lowers. It's safe on glass. I mean, aren't you gonna mess something up with that brush?
No, so the perfectly safe brush, as the name implies, is perfectly safe. It's designed to be safe. It is extremely safe. One thing that people need to realize, the plastic that makes these bristles is softer than the paint on the car. Now, this one is single stage paint, it's not clear coat, but it's softer than clear coat and it's softer than the paint on the car. Even the softest of paints, this is actually softer. Same thing with the plastic here. We didn't put a solid bumper around it for a reason. That solid bumper, I get a small piece of grit that embeds or into a rubber bumper. Sorry, we didn't put a rubber bumper here because that little piece of rubber. Same thing with the handle. You can get a little piece of grit there. What happens to grit? When it decides to leave that piece of rubber, it's not going to do it in the bucket. It's going to do it on the car or somewhere where you don't want it to be. That's why it's a nice solid plastic, but this is actually, again, softer than the clear coat. So if you do accidentally bang up against the car or whatever and scrape, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. So if you hear us in a watch video, like all of a sudden you clunk up against a mirror or something, I'm like, oh no, like did we mess that up? And every time I was like, no, it's softer than the clear coat. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Um,
When
are
you're
you
done
done?
with your brush, yeah, when you're done with your brush, just get as much liquid out of it and then hang it up to dry. Don't put it down on the ground, just hang it up to dry and it'll be good to go.
Is it overthinking it, Ivan? I have a little peg to hang up the Perfect Safe brush, and even after I bang it out, it might drip a little bit. So I put a bucket under where I hang it, just in case it catches the drips.
That's perfect, Nick.
Yeah, I've got my
Now,
own mind. I can figure things out.
now we're going to tease you with a new product that's coming soon.
Oh boy.
And yeah, small car. So I could use the drying blanket mini and get this done. Two of these, easy, this car is dry. But we all know the drying blanket itself.
It's gigantic.
Look at the size, nice, big, little overkill for the size of vehicle. Wouldn't it be nice to have a towel that's just this size, half of a drying blanket?
Well, yeah. Do you know where we could get one?
Well, soon you'll be able to get the Damio at DIY Detail. Now, the reason we call the Damio, very simple. There's no word in English for small blanket. And calling it the small drying blanket when we have the mini, it just didn't seem right. But our friends that make these are in Korea. And in Korea, they actually have a word for a small blanket other than the one that a lot of people use, a blankie. But they
We didn't
call
want
it
to call it the
the,
drying blanket, did we? Oh, sorry, internet.
yeah, yeah. So we're calling it the Damyo. So Damyo, which is a Korean word for small blanket.
Damn, yo, is another way people might react when they see it. They're like, "Wow, that's so cool." I hope I didn't just kill our monetization. Ivan, I'm feeling strange today. Maybe the internet connection. Maybe I'm catching secondhand flu. All right, so you're washing the car. Are you putting a drying aid on there, or is Rinseless as a drying aid all you're going for today?
Actually, no, a drying aid would be a good idea, Nick. Let's ask in the comments what drying aid they'd like us to use. Envy, C6 Mist,
I thought you had a
which
third one for me.
oh, I'm not going
We
to do quick beats.
Yeah, we wouldn't do quick beads as a spray and wipe. Some people do quick beads as a spray and wipe. Like I've never like people told me they tried it and I tried it and it doesn't work the same way. It doesn't feel I don't like it.
It works, but you have a better chance of streaking, and we don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
streaking. Yeah,
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of envy. Oh, I'm seeing some C6 mist. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, you know what? I'm calling it. Let's use C6 mist, Ivan.
C6
Whoa,
Mist it
whoa,
is.
wait.
Oh,
Montel has a
oh,
great one. Montel
yep,
W says half with C6 mist, half with envy. Or is
can
that
do
too much?
that.
You
No, I
want to do
can do
that?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can do
sure.
that. Why not?
What the heck?
With his foggy brain and flu-like conditions, Ivan is agreeing to wild things. Half the car with one product, half the car with the other. We love this. It's a Friday. We're doing giveaways every 30 minutes. So in the next 22 minutes, we're going to have another giveaway, $100 mystery box, including NV Glass Sealant. We have launched NV Glass Sealant to the world today. Our baby. We've birthed it. It's now available at DIYdetail.com. It's the only thing that's not on sale
So
besides bits.
I have
Everything else, Ivan,
C6 Mist
20%
in
off.
one hand. Let's do the driver's side with Mist, passenger side with Envy. So just a couple sprays on every panel. I don't need more than that.
I got a good question for you, Ivan. Do you use more sprays of drying aid when you've rinseless washed it?
No, about the same.
Okay. I wasn't sure because normally you're like 1 to
Now, you'll
2.
notice I'm not using it on the windshield because we'll be using Envy Glass Sealant there.
And that's NV on the passenger side? Not sure if Ivan can hear me. Ivan, I'm just going to let you talk because I'm not sure if you can hear me super well. Oh, you're on the glass, big guy. What are you doing? Or are you doing that on purpose? I'm not sure what's happening, everybody. I thought he wasn't doing the glass. Maybe I heard wrong.
No, I didn't put any drying aid on the glass, Nick.
Oh, got it. Okay. You haven't been answering me real quick, so I just don't know if you're able to hear me.
Because I couldn't hear you for the last 5 minutes. So
Okay, yep. So maybe Sylvie can hear me and just tell Ivan to talk because I don't want to awkwardly ask questions that he doesn't hear.
She can't hear you either. So
Oh, all right, wonderful. Well, I'll talk if you want. I just like it when you talk sometimes. You're the one doing the demo.
let me take it over here, Nick. So basically, I've got one drying aid on one side, one on the other, and I'm using the soon to be available Damio towel. So a nice mid-sized towel, if I can put it that way.
Look at him go.
And
That's shiny
going
paint.
around drying the car.
I wish I could ask Ivan. This is what we do. I ask Ivan questions, he responds, but I just don't know if he can hear me.
So the I have mist on this side, if I remember correctly. The drying is going super easy, nice and smooth.
I think isn't that Envy on that side?
Oh, it could be. I forget. It's been a while.
Yeah, only 2 minutes ago. Man, I have never
Yeah.
seen Ivan like this, people. He's doing this for everybody. He loves you. Detailing education. We're gonna line up some questions, but maybe we do that once Ivan's got the car done. What do you say?
Well, give me a question as I'm drying here, Nick.
Okay. Sam, do you mind throwing a question on screen for us? All right, we got a nice line of them. All right, Viking O Tube says, "Is Envy Ceramic and now Glass Cleaner starting a breakaway brand like C6?"
No, so Envy is a line of dedicated sealants. That's why we're doing that. They're not coatings, but they are ceramic infused, but they're a dedicated line of sealants. We'll have another one coming probably in about 6 months.
All right, so look forward to that. Thank you, Viking O Tube. Hopefully that was a good answer for you. And that back window's pretty tiny. All right. Ricardo is asking, is the Fiat still coated with hydrate? And I can answer that. Yes, it is.
Yeah, hydrate actually stacked with the 3-year on top.
Oh, did I miss that you stacked that? Okay. I thought it was just hydrate.
Yeah, and the body shop that painted the front end for us there, let's just say we probably won't be bringing anything back to them. The car needs to be decontaminated and polished again. So
Overspray everywhere?
the painter leaned up against the car in many areas.
Well, that's what you do when you're a good painter, right?
No, and normally he was quite good, but I guess he just wasn't feeling it that day.
Hey, are you using the same towel with both products? Like, is the world exploding? Like, what's happening right now?
Yeah, same towel, no big deal. When you spray it on the vehicle and not on the towel, your towel doesn't absorb as much of it because you're actually just spreading it over the car.
That's looking mighty shiny, Ivan. All right, we're ready for the next question, I think. Okay. Captain 0623 says, "Can I use the tar remover on a rim and then just wash it off with Rinseless or All Clean?"
You're gonna have to repeat that, Nick, or answer it because you went full robot on me
I
again.
apologize. So can I use the tar remover on a rim and then just wash it off with rinseless or all clean? If you didn't hear me, Ivan, I would use tar remover and then I would rinse it off with water if you can. If your only water source is like a rinseless wash sprayer, you can flood it. Just make sure you get it all the way off.
Right, and the tar remover should actually be the last thing you use on a vehicle, unless you have a heavy accumulation of tar that you can easily see on the surface.
And our version of tar remover is actually tree sap remover. So we don't label it as a tar remover, but it's a great solvent for adhesives and tar and just kind of those mystery things that like look like tree sap or you're not really sure what it is, right? You know, just spray it on the paint, let it dwell a little bit, maybe spray on your towel, light agitation. Does a great job. Okay, on to the next question, if we could, Sam. And I know that brings my screen up. Mr. Texan in NC. Gents, will the new sealant work on glass shower panels? I'm going to say yes, but Ivan hasn't answered yet. So I always like to get Ivan's answer. But of course, it'll work on glass shower panels. Again, it could be an internet issue. I don't know if you can hear me, Ivan. I'm guessing the answer is no. But yes, I would for sure full send on glass shower panels. Next.
Yeah, for a glass. Yeah,
Oh, you heard me there?
I was. I hear like every 40th word, Nick.
Well, you're doing great because I'm sure it's real frustrating. Your composure is immaculate.
So MV glass sealant on a clean windshield. Couple sprays, all you need, and we'll work it in.
Anybody else just love watching Ivan demo a product? Just makes it look so easy and effortless. What do you got there? A level 1?
Yep. You have your favorite glass towel. The level 1 is my favorite all-purpose towel.
I agree. It's so good. I love using them for coatings, and then after a few coatings, just kind of having them cycle into my regular towels. So Ed Mark says, will the glass NV, so the NV glass sealant, prevent hard water etching?
It's going to help a little bit, but no, it's not going to prevent it 100%.
What would prevent hard water etching, Ivan?
Nothing. Proper wash technique. So
Yes.
basically dry the car before the water dries on it, then you're fine.
Barry L says, NV glass sealant versus our glass coating. And in a couple of minutes, maybe Ivan will hear my question. I'll ask it again. Barry
Nope.
L says, NV glass sealant versus our glass coating. All right, he can see it on screen.
Yeah, no, the since there's a delay between what we're doing and what you're doing, it makes it a bit of an issue here.
Okay, so the question is, one more time, NV glass, people are going to stick around because we have a giveaway in 13 minutes. We apologize for the internet also having the flu today.
Our
Barry
technical
L says,
difficulties fun.
NV glass sealant versus your glass coating.
Oh yeah, glass coating is going to last a lot longer, give slightly better performance. The glass sealant is for someone that doesn't have a coating or someone that has a coating and wants to maintain it and keep it alive for a lot longer. That's where you can use that.
Okay, on to the next question. Let's try this. Maybe that'll be easier. Headlights by Tim. Is it best to use water spot remover after every wash? Oh boy.
So
They don't have internet in Canada, do they? It's a
I've got
across the border.
500 megabits upload and download, Nick. So I don't know
I
what's
get it.
going on with.
I'm not really
I don't know
sure.
what's going on with StreamYard.
But yeah, is it best to use water spot remover after every wash?
No, you don't need to use it after every wash. It's not a necessity. Let me angle myself here. There we go. Now I'll be able to see the questions on screen.
Okay, perfect. All right, I think we're ready for the next question. Thank you for everybody who's riding with us. We appreciate and love every one of you. Giveaways coming soon. No purchase required at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 12 minutes from now, we'll give away a mystery box with $100 worth of product minimum. NV Glass Sealant will
So
be in
why
there.
would you use any sealant? What makes it better for glass? What makes it better for glass is that it's designed for glass. Glass and paint are two very different substrates. The regular NV glass sealant will work on glass. The NV glass sealant is going to give you much better hydrophobics and much faster hydrophobics.
Okay. Hopefully that was answered for you there. Christian says, need a new rinseless sprayer. Do you recommend that Scott sprayer?
Yeah, it works great. It's inexpensive, does the job.
Yeah, and it holds a lot, right? It holds enough for
Yeah.
a car. Yeah.
Oh, multiple cars.
Exactly. There's nice sprayers that are smaller, but yeah, that's nice. Mr. Texas and NC, gents, I have a recommendation. Why don't you charge full price and then give 20% to organizations that provide services to Gold Star families?
Unfortunately, I don't know what Gold Star families are.
So Gold Star families are, I believe, families who have lost someone in the line of like in the military. So they've
Okay.
paid the ultimate sacrifice, and
Yes.
they deserve our honor and respect for sure. And I think it's a great suggestion. Something
Yeah.
we could talk about with the team. Yeah, for sure. All right. Alex2268 says, "Oh, Ivan, we're rooting for you, man. We got an hour left of this live stream. Then you can go lay
Yeah.
down. Is there a
I'll
functional
survive.
difference between the iconic and legacy sponges? P.S. My vote is for the sponge. Obviously, this is from a while ago.
No,
I haven't watched the car
they're
yet.
this yeah, they're the same foam. So it's just which shape do you prefer and what color do you prefer?
Okay. And Chugga Lorefian says, do you have a decon and polish before using the glass sealant? So do you have to do that before
You
using
don't
NV
have
glass
to.
sealant?
Yeah, you don't have to. Do you want to? Sure. Is it a better, are you going to get better longevity from it? Of course. But no, it's not a necessity. It's not something you have to do.
It's fun to decon and polish your glass, and you can't mess it up. So it's like, I don't know. You don't have to, but yeah, as Ivan said, why not? You'll get better performance. Duck Pond says, "Hey, how's it going? Should you use a separate glass towel with NV glass, or should you use the same towel you would normally use? I'm guessing to dry the car."
I don't know if Nick is talking or not, but yes, you can use the same towel. Don't overthink it. But if you want to use a separate towel, you can.
Okay. Don't overthink it is a great message. Jay Palma says, would it be better to rinse after the contact wash when using rinseless wash before drying? So Ivan just kind of jumped out. Hopefully he gets back in here. But would it be better to rinse after the contact wash when using rinseless wash before drying? I don't think so. No, because if you're using rinseless wash as your contact wash, you just use what's left over as your drying aid.
Correct. Yeah. It's actually better not to rinse.
Love it. Okay. Ivan's back. I feel like your connection might be better. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Christian says, when you guys say put the towels in the bucket to break down the ceramics and then launder, do you mean launder right away or put it in a pile for future microfibers to be washed?
At a future date. You don't have to launder them right away. Put them in 15 minutes, wring them out, and then let them dry. Keep using them, whatever you want.
Or if you're just going to wash them right away, you don't even need to put them in the bucket to sit. I mean, if you're just
Correct. Yeah.
literally going to grab the towel after using a ceramic product and put it in the laundry, you're good. Oh, poor guy. You guys, this might be the sickest I've ever seen Ivan, and he's here for the people. We apologize for the internet issues. Mario says, if you happen to overspray NV glass sealant on the paint, what should you do?
Wipe it off and don't stress.
Don't stress, really?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't bond well to paint. So
Mike Su Panchik says, when is it available at other retailers or like distributors?
Most of them will have it now. We do one thing that when we're launching a product, we send it out to the distributors a couple, we try to get it to them in advance. I know that many of them already have it in stock. And if they don't have it in stock now, they'll have it by Monday or Tuesday. So if you place an order now at your favorite distributor, they should have it up on their websites by now. So,
okay. 250 people watching. We have a live giveaway in 7 minutes. Stay tuned for a mystery box with $100 worth of product plus NV Glass Sealant, which we just launched today, plus a 20% off Memorial Day sale at DIYdetail.com. What is this? A holiday weekend? All right. Glossy Chris says, can you say this is more of a weekly type of product or will it last a bit longer?
Uh, it will last a little longer, but it depends on the person, how they're driving the car, what they're doing in terms of, if it's raining, are they using the wipers, are they not using the wipers, et cetera, et cetera. But as you use it more and more, it builds on itself. So you eventually, let's say the first time you put it on, let it sit for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour, do a second coat. That'll give you a good foundation. Then every time you wash your car, add a little bit and add another one. And after a while, you won't need to add any more in your towel, and your water will just slide off the windshield.
Yeah, love that. Less stress, more fun, is what I'd like to say. Sun Track says, super beginning level question here, but what do I need a glass sealant for? Like, what does Envy glass sealant actually do, Ivan?
Excellent question. You're driving down the road. You're going 60 miles an hour on the highway. A truck passes you, and now you're blinded in the rain and the fog coming off the truck. If you have Envy glass sealant in your window, you'll actually see where you're going. It makes it safer to drive in wet weather. The other thing, in the winter, it's going to make the snow easier and the ice easier to take off your glass. And finally, bugs will still splatter on your windshield, but washing them off will be a lot easier.
Could I put this on a towel and like wash my computer screen and my cell phone as well?
You can, but I don't see the need. And also remember, never put it on the interior window. Never put anything that is hydrophobic inside car glass because it can promote fogging. And I've seen tests, I've experienced them because I have put fogging stuff or hydrophobic stuff on the inside. And you go from seeing where you're going to complete fog in seconds. You get that right, the right circumstance of temperature and humidity, and all of a sudden you can't see where you're going.
So heed Ivan's warning. On to the next question here. Thank you, Sunk Track. Mike says, for summer rims, 8-year T2 versus Hydrate.
Your choice. If you have some type 2 left over, Mike, go for it. If not, the hydrate will definitely do a better job in terms of removing, getting minerals off of it. But they're summer rims, so you're not going to be driving them in the snow, so you're not worried about the minerals. So use up your type 2 there. That's a good way of using it up.
Yes, sir. That makes sense to me. All right. Thank you, Mike. Good to hear from you as always. Hopefully, work is going well. Glossy Chris says, is Envy Glass going on the Thor site? Don't see it currently.
It should be, but if it isn't, they're probably working on it. And but yes, and I know you're a C6 installer, Chris. It's also on the C6 site.
It's live on the C6 site now.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay, excellent. I know that was a point of discussion. We wanted to make sure it was available. Really good auto detailing. Applying hydrate soon. I've seen comments about it's difficult to apply and level. What are some common pitfalls to avoid that you've seen so far?
So over applying, you definitely do not want to over apply it. Do not apply pressure to the applicator. And this is something that it feels grabby. It actually goes on very smooth, but it feels grabby. And when you get that grabby feeling, it's human nature to lean into the applicator a little more. That's just going to make it grabbier. Instead, lighten up on the applicator. Make sure your hands, you're not up on your fingertips in the applicator. Make sure your hand is nice and flat. And if you can't do that, flip your hand over and use the backside with the applicator. That's a great way of ensuring that you're not going up on your fingertips. Relax. And the other thing is use the right towels. Now, Will's Ride Care did actually 2 videos on hydrate because he did one, and as soon as it premiered, I was writing in the comments, "No, you used the wrong towel." He was leveling with the Freebird 400. You want to use the Pearl Weave or the level 1 towel to level it off first, and your leveling towel is not removing everything. Think of it as a secondary applicator. So you're just lightly going over the surface. It's going to respread it, thin it out. Then your Freebird 400 or your Nick's favorite glass towel, the Mr. Twister. I actually find it works really good with hydrate. And then you're good to go. Don't stress over it. And it is a different experience than our previous coatings. So it's something you get used to, but once you're used to, super easy to do.
Totally. Yeah. All right. On to the next one. Rob Cabman says, how does Envy Glass differentiate from Rain-X Sealant? I use Rain-X because it does a great job and it's only $8.
Yeah, ceramic infused, so it's going to last longer. And the from our testing, the every windshield is different, every angle, every aerodynamics of every vehicle is different, but the water starts flying off the windshield at a lower speed. So in the city, an example in my BMW, the Z3, in the city at 30 miles an hour, the water's flying off the windshield.
with NV Glass Sealant.
Right. Whereas others that I've tested, you're waiting till 40 or 50 miles an hour before it starts moving.
And we all know what that's like. If it gets fast enough or the rain's, going enough, you'll get the water beads. But yeah, it's, at a lower speed, you kind of want more evacuation
Right.
for sure. Hopefully that helps, Rob. Hopefully that helps. And on to the next one here. Ooh, we're
Oh,
1 minute away from a giveaway, Ivan.
and one little thing, you'll use a lot less NV on your windshield than you will other products. Literally one spray on either side is all you really need.
Yeah, yeah. Sage Not Found L says how to dry the drying blanket.
Hang it up, let it dry, or put it in your dryer at no heat, or the lowest heat setting possible that your dryer will give you.
I'm old school. I like to hang dry like grandma, Put the clothing line out. But
Yep.
not outside, just a drying rack from Amazon. We're about ready to do this giveaway, 1 minute away. Jason Autry says, what's the difference between Envy for paint on glass versus Envy for glass on glass?
So NV glass sealant will do a much better job on glass at evacuating at a lower speed. That's what we want it to do. You'll actually feel that your glass is slicker and the beads will fly off faster and at a lower speed with the NV glass sealant than NV paint sealant. Glass and paint are two different substrates.
They really are, aren't they? I think we just
Yeah,
assume, oh, anything I can throw on the paint, I can throw on the glass. But you can, but
yeah,
product designed for glass will perform
a little
differently.
bit better. Yep.
Yeah.
I think we're due for a giveaway, Nick.
It is 3 o'clock my time. It is 4 o'clock Central Time. It is 5 o'clock Eastern Time, which means it is time for a $100 minimum mystery box giveaway, including Envy ceramic sealant. The question is, Ivan, what shall we ask them?
That's an excellent question, Nick. And I came up with the first one, so it's your turn.
All right. What month and what year did DIY Detail officially launch? What year, what month? Where are my real ones at? Where are the OG fans? Like, where are the people who've been riding with us for a while? Like, you should know. So, what year, what month? And I think we might have already got it. All right, we're doing the trivia question here. We're doing every 30 minutes a giveaway, $100 mystery box. The question is, does Sam know the right answer?
I don't know. Sam
'Cause
started a little later, but
yeah,
he should know the answer.
Sam, if you don't know the answer, let me know. If you do, feel free
Yeah.
to put it up on the screen.
Oh, I'm sure. Has the right answer gone by in front of you there, Nick?
Yes, many times.
Okay, so it's June 2022.
June 2022. Yes, the first one that I saw. Sam just texted no clue, lol. It's all good, Sam. We love you. You came on after that. I vividly remember the time that we launched, Ivan. Really good auto detailing wins $100 mystery box. So just email info@diydetail.com. Oh yeah, the first winner also needs to email info@diydetail.com and maybe put a screenshot and let them know you won.
Yep.
What do you reflect on? I know we have questions to answer, Ivan, but it's almost been 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride. You know, many people know this, but a lot of you don't know. When we started DIY Detail, we started actually in 2019, and I was supposed to do the product development R&D and then hand it off to the face of the company, which we eventually settled on Nick. And at that point, our managing partner didn't know who Nick was, never saw his channel. Interviewed Nick, everything was good, hired Nick. And then he saw a video with Nick and I in it. And it's like, oh, these two work well together. Then said, do you want to stay on and do some videos with Nick? That was 4 years ago. I'm having too much fun to leave. So
It's been a wild ride, hasn't it?
yeah,
Man, almost our fourth birthday. So cool. And we're celebrating, I guess, a little early. We'll do a birthday celebration. Don't you worry. We're celebrating with giveaways. We have 2 more giveaways to go. So congratulations, really good. Let's get the questions going. We're celebrating Envy. We're celebrating 20% off Memorial Day sale. We're celebrating you with giveaways, and we want to answer your questions. We want to serve here. So on to the next question, if we could, Sam, and we'll fire these off. RCI Fuentes 999. What coating should I use on brand new wheels?
On brand new wheels, personally, I would use Hydrate. First of all, because of its long working time, you could apply it to the whole wheel before starting to level. Secondly, it's the most durable and most resistant to clogging. So therefore, you'll get that from it as well. And as far as, this is something that with wheel coatings, people freak out about the temperature. Let me give you two numbers to work with here. Your tires start melting at 365 degrees, and your brake fluid starts boiling at around 230, 250, depending on what type of brake fluid you have. So your calipers should never get over 250 degrees, and your tires, meaning your wheel, is never getting over 365 degrees. And most coatings on the market, including ours, will easily withstand 1200 degrees Fahrenheit.
So you
You
don't need
don't
a
need
wheel coating.
you don't need a special wheel coating or a special caliper coating or whatever.
I like to coat the wheels when I first get them, and then use quick beads on every wash after that, and they are so
Yeah.
easy to clean and so shiny. It's a winning combination. All right, on to the next question. Thanks for that one. Mike Dempsey says, "Should I wash my drying towel before first use?"
If you're buying a DIY branded towel or any towel from the House of Rags, because they're our partners in making our towels, no, they're pre-washed from the factory. If you're buying another branded towel, refer to them.
Great advice. Great advice. Mike, thanks, sir. Chuggalawar says, "Can Envy resist all clean?" I don't know if they're talking about Envy Glass Sealant, which we just released today, or Envy Ceramic Detail Spray.
It will, yeah, both, not a problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And Ace Fire says, "Could you use Envy Glass Sealant on a polishing pad like you can with Envy on the paint?"
You can, but it's really not necessary in this case. Is it going to give you a little bit of extra longevity? Maybe, but not significantly.
Would you rather polish with Gold Standard and then just spray it on? Is that
Yeah,
what you'd be
definitely.
rather?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Just leverage the thing that will do the best at cleaning deeply,
yeah.
and then do the thing that's going to protect.
Right
Um,
now, the reason we use NV detail spray on the polisher, it makes it very fast to apply that way. But for the windshield, you're going to need a pad just for doing that, and just doing the windshield, not a big deal. You don't. There's not that much surface area to work with.
all right, Doug Johnson says, "When will there be an Incredible Suds and Envy air freshener? They smell so good."
Well, thank you, first of all. And the Incredible Suds one probably already exists. I think Bevy Grape from our friends at BioBombs is pretty darn close. I haven't, it hasn't been by my nose in a while, but I think that was the goal of it. And secondly, the Envy one, we are working on a collaboration with the boys at BioBombs.
So stay tuned. Thanks, Doug. By the way, another giveaway in 24 minutes, another giveaway in 54 minutes. $100 mystery boxes with Envy Glass Sealant. So just stay tuned. No purchase required. Just hang out. Have a good time. Braxton Bitter says, "Thoughts on using water spot remover or acid wash, like Detail Co. Acid Wash? Pro and cons using these products."
Yeah. So an acid wash, if you're using it at every wash, might do something eventually. Whereas the water spot remover, we're using it after the wash. Remember, the reason we're using acid is to break down minerals. The acid washes don't do a good job of breaking down biologicals. So the oils, the greases, everything on your paint, they're not that great at breaking those down. That's why a lot of multi pH systems will use an alkaline as well, because the alkaline breaks those down. The water spot remover, use it when you need it after the wash. And you shouldn't need to use anything acidic or high alkaline every time you wash your car.
If you wash it, what, every week, every 2 weeks, you should be fine.
Every
Like what?
month. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So it doesn't have to be. You don't have to be in the detailer club and do this all the time and have all the fanciest stuff to
No.
take care of your ride and not have it need like heavy hitters every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the next question. Tiger says, "I've been watching religiously for about 18 months. Love the channel. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Learned a lot. Use your products. One question I have is, y'all used to talk about simplicity. Now there's BUKU
Buku.
products.
Yeah.
Buku
Many
products.
products. Yeah.
Many products. Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
We're still preaching simplicity. We don't have that many more products than what we started with. We've just, we keep upgrading products. Now, yes, we just introduced a new one today. But that being said, we still love simplicity. We still preach simplicity because that's what it's really after. That's what we want. We teach a lot of different methods because one way of doing things isn't necessarily the best way, and it's definitely not the only way. So we show you how to wash with soap, or we show you how to wash with rinseless, or we show you how to use mist as a drying aid or envy as a drying aid or quick beads, depending on what your situation is. So pick a situation, pick a video, and follow that specific video as to what you like. Now, there are times when you need to do a deep dive. We did a video recently on cleaning a windshield that took half an hour. But we did a lot in that video, and that's something you'll do once a year to your windshield. It's not something you're going to do every week. Same thing with polishing, with ceramic coating. It's not something you're going to be doing every week. The basic wash, we have a couple very good basic wash videos that only use one or two products. They're super simple. It's fast. It's easy. It's simple, and basic, if I can put it that way.
Yeah, and as you watch more of the videos, you'll start to pick up on some of the basic themes. And then if Ivan decides to apply envy with a polisher in one video, it might be just to show a different way of doing it. But if you've watched 20 videos, you might realize that in 18 or 19 of them, you use envy as a drying aid, right? And you spray it on the panel and you don't spray it on the towel and you wipe it in. And so it's like you might see that one video and be like, oh, that seems different. But if you watch enough of them, you'll start to see the patterns, and hopefully that's helpful. So thanks for rocking with us and
Yeah.
watching the videos and supporting us. Good stuff. On to the next question, if we could. How many minutes are we to the next giveaway? 20 minutes to the next giveaway. That's exciting.
Ooh,
Yeah,
cool.
Sam said if you have any questions, please email us at info@diydetail.com or leave the question on social media. We're here to help. And yeah, if we don't answer it in this live, just put it in the comment of the actual video.
Yeah.
All right. Dan says, is the new glass sealant compared to PNS Finisher?
No idea. I haven't tried that. That's not one that I tested. So
David says, are any of the new sealants foam capable? Say I wanted to use them on the undercarriage.
not foam capable in the sense that they're not going to create a lot of foam, but we have actually a very good undercarriage video that we did premiered about a month ago, Nick, something like
Yeah,
that.
I can try to find it.
Yeah, we use quick beads on the undercarriage. No, it doesn't foam. Oh, it gives a little bit of foam, but quick beads is great for protecting the undercarriage.
I'm already starting to see different influencers talking about NV Glass Sealant online as well. So that's
Oh,
kind of
cool.
cool. So there can be other people who can give you feedback on how to use this. I'm actually going to copy and paste the undercarriage video into the description. In the meantime, Timothy Haraway says, why are people having problems with hydrate? Are they putting it on too thick?
Yeah, putting it on too thick and applying too much pressure to the applicator. Because it's a very different sensation when applying, it's just human nature to, it's a little more difficult to spread, therefore I'm going to add more pressure. That just makes it even worse. So just relax, lighten up. And as you're going around, especially in the circular motions, what you'll feel is like, as you're going over a spot that has it, it's going to glide beautifully, and then it grabs, and then light and grab and light and grab, and you just keep moving it around like that and spread it as thin as you can.
Duck Pond Detailing wrote, let's get to 150 likes. Right now we're at 74. So yeah, I think we could get to, if you're watching the video and you haven't liked it yet, I guess the question is why not? Just like the
Yeah.
video. It's free.
How many people do we have, Nick?
We have 216 people watching,
Oh,
and
wow. Thank you.
they may know there's a giveaway in 18 minutes, Ivan, for another mystery
Excellent.
box. So the time is flying. Wrangler says, can I use a drying agent like C6 Mist with the drying towels, or will it make the towels not soak up water as fast next time? Thank you.
Yes. So you can use it with the drying towels. One thing I've always wondered why people do is spraying it on the towel. Don't spray your drying aid on the towel. Spray it on the vehicle. That's where you want the drying aid to be. It doesn't need to be on your towel. By spraying it on the vehicle, your towel is going to spread it over the vehicle. It's not going to absorb as much of it into the towel. Secondly, use less. People use way too much drying aid. You don't need to re-soak the panel with the drying aid. One or two sprays is all you need. And if you're going around panel by panel, one spray, where you put the spray, start there with your towel and spread the drying aid around on the surface. And then from there, when you're done, if it is a concern, take your drying towel, put in your wash bucket for a few minutes, wring it out, let it hang dry, and you're good to go.
We have a 20% off sale going on at the website, DIYdetail.com right now, celebrating Memorial Day weekend early. Ivan, very exciting. Also exciting that we have NV Glass Sealant to release to the public. We're also excited for you that you may get better one day,
I
hopefully.
will.
All
Don't worry.
right. Think for yourself says, I need to recoat my car after a very short time of previously being coated. If it doesn't need correcting, can I use the red jeweling pad and gold standard polish to remove what's there?
First of all, you're not wanting to remove the existing coating. You're wanting to abrade it. The red jeweling pad is not quite enough. Now, you can use a red jeweling pad, but you're going to have to do more passes. The gold waffle or the yellow waffle pad is a better choice in this case. But instead of doing 3 passes with the yellow pad, you're going to be doing 6 passes with the red pad.
6?
Left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right, up, down.
Okay. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I like the yellow pad. I like saving time.
Yeah.
All right.
So do I.
All right. Hopefully that helped. Montel, is there a visible difference between the two sides of the car that can be seen? The one that you just watched, Ivan?
Zero. Because of the hydrate that's on there, the drying aid really doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference.
What is your preferred drying aid if no one's watching?
I'll grab C6 Mist more than anything because I know I don't need anything with protection on the vehicle because I already have the coating. And
Yep.
C6 Mist is just a phenomenal drying aid and it's a nostalgic fragrance for me. So, for those of you that are my age or close to it, Red Certs is the fragrance.
Ah, certs. They come up in these live streams for some reason every once in a while. FDNY Rob 343 says, "Can you put Envy in an empty ceramic glass bottle?"
Yeah, you can if you want to.
That's not against the rules, Ivan?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Do what you want, sir. All right. Edwin Cordero says, "What do you use to wash the microfiber towels?" What a question, huh?
Well, for us, we are actually in development for our own microfiber wash. Then we tried Detail Co Renaissance and stopped the R&D process. It doesn't get any better than that. So yes, Detail Co Renaissance is what we use.
And it's a great microfiber detergent. Yep.
Yeah,
T.S. Mizzle says, "What is the longevity of glass sealant once the bottle is opened?" Thank you.
years. Basically, just keep using it. It's not like a coating. So yes, there is a bit of SiO2 in it, but it's not a coating. It's a sealant. It's going to last as long as the bottle lasts.
Angry Monkey Detailing says, "I have the Grit Guard dolly with the rollerblade wheels, but it rolls too easily on a slope. Is there a trick to add some friction without using the brake on every body panel?"
Uh, Change one of the wheels out to the original wheels because the rollerblade wheels, yes, they do roll very easily. So the other thing is the 2 sides of the wheel. There's the metal going down there. Take a pair of vice grips and just squeeze it in a little bit to get a bit of friction on that wheel, and it'll be harder to roll around, but at the same time, that wheel will keep it from rolling too easily.
Ivan, you know all the tricks and tips. TK Alegria says, "How long does hydrate last after opening?"
3 months.
3 months. All right. On to the next one. Thomas McGarity says, "For those that don't pay attention to warnings, how would they remove it?" Are they talking about NV Glass Sealant?
Yeah, if you put it on the inside and didn't heed the warning that is on the bottle, and put it on the inside and get fogging, you're going to be using something like a magic eraser. Hopefully, you don't have aftermarket tint because then you're just going to be living with it. But if you did accidentally put it on the inside or anything hydrophobic on the inside, you're going to need abrasion to remove it. The other thing you can use is a bit of gold standard polish on a towel and just polish the inside of the window as well.
That sounds like a less than ideal situation, but it's
Yes.
a how to get out of a tough spot, and those
Yeah.
are good solutions to know. All right, Wrangler says, "Used hydrate for the first time. Excellent product. Didn't really get the oil and water effects. Just worried I didn't put enough product on. Should one bottle do 2 4Runner size cars? Thanks."
Yeah. One bottle should easily do those too. And depending on the temperature, depending on the humidity and the color of the vehicle, you may not see that too much. You may have leveled a little too soon. Depending, again, temperature, humidity. If it's a cooler day with low humidity, it could take an hour for it to rainbow. But it has instant bond technology, so no stress. You could, wipe it on with one hand and level it with the other if you wanted to.
I mean, can we talk about this thing? Because I see different people using hydrate differently. Some
Yes.
people like to talk about film build and they want to put like half a bottle on a panel, and you're
Yeah.
talking about using it sparingly.
Right.
You are the guy that we always ask these questions to. What is your recommendation for how much hydrate to apply, and why is a lot of product in that film build maybe not what you would suggest?
No, definitely not. Because that film build is you're building the film in your leveling towels. There's only so much that can bond to the paint, and no more is going to bond to the paint. Coating does not sit on top of the paint. There's a little bit that sits on top of the paint, not much. And you could slather it on with a squeegee if you wanted to. You're just going to remove everything that isn't bonded to the paint with your leveling towel. So you're just making your life difficult if you're putting it on too thick.
Okay, you heard it here first, folks. Um, Remedy says, is there a benefit to spray this over a car with glass coating?
So probably talking about the MV glass sealant.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a glass coating on your windshield. This is actually going to make it perform better. So when you're washing the car at the end, the windshield is dry. Just give it a little spray and spread it in, and your coating is going to last longer and it's going to perform better.
And it's like the last thing you do, right? Because you've already dried the paint with a drying aid, probably. So it's like you've got a dry windshield, just quickly pop, pop. Kind of a
Yeah,
final, almost quick, almost like a final quality control check. Did I get everything right? Let me just do a final wipe down of the glass.
yeah. Right before the tire dressing, you're good to go.
Tire dressings always last, right? It's always
Yeah,
like this is the punctuation mark. We're done.
yeah.
All right, Gary, appreciate you, and I hope I
And by
got
the
the
way,
name
on
right.
the Fiat, I'm testing different tire dressings. That's why I didn't clean the tires. So
Oh, all
we,
right.
yeah,
He's always testing something. 227 people still watching. Can you believe we have another giveaway in 10 minutes for a
yeah.
$100 mystery box
Now
minimum?
I have a question for the people.
Oh, all right.
Uh, if we were to bring back the ceramic gloss fragrance, not in NV detail spray, don't worry, it's not going there. It's actually not compatible with that product. But we have another product that it could be compatible with, and it's an interior product. Would that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, would like the smell of ceramic gloss on the because normally we don't want big fragrances on interiors, but it's nice to have a pleasant smell. I mean, ceramic gloss is just I can smell it now. All right. I have a bottle in my garage that I'm not messing with. I'm keeping it for history.
I know you've been known to wear it as a cologne, so
There you go. All right. So yes, you can use it as a topper on your glass coatings, Gary. And I'm not sure if we have any more questions there. If not, okay. Scott Sherwood says the red polisher used to apply app. What speed setting do you use?
3 to 4, somewhere in there. So you're talking about the be it the red polisher is the Protmex or Protomex or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
the Amazon one. Yeah, speed 3 or 4. It really doesn't make that much of a difference as long as you're getting a bit of backing plate rotation. You're fine.
Can you have it on too high of a speed?
No,
Okay. So you
because it's
just want
only an
backing
eight
plate
millimeter.
rotation.
Yeah, it's only an 8 millimeter stroke. So even at its full speed, you're getting less than a 3 meter per second abrasive movement on it.
Man, I would be so excited if I were not on this live to like go save 20% at DIYdetail.com, and you could
Mhm.
get NV Glass Sealant. According, not really part of the sale today, unfortunately, but everything else besides kits is. So you could get the hot new product and save 20%. Friday, it's payday. Memorial Day weekend. Let's get the car detailed this weekend, huh? All right. Kermit says, I know that clay bars can be abrasive and leave some marring, but is it safe to use on glass without having to polish afterwards?
Yeah, they're not going to mar glass. They're not going to scratch glass. So you can use a clay bar and glass.
I like glass because it's a fun place to just test polishing and claying and all the things if you're new.
Yep.
You can mess up glass, but it's way harder. All right, what happened to the metal ceramic coating? Bagged Russ asked.
It's discontinued because Hydrate actually does a better job.
On metal.
Yes. And if you remember the metal ceramic coating, the flash time on it was a good 8 to 15 minutes. And Hydrate is even longer than that. Excuse me. So the metal coating, um, really helps, or the Hydrate, because of this carrier solvents, negates the need for the metal ceramic coating. So we removed it from the line.
So what would you recommend on a actual Cybertruck with no wrap on it? What coating would you recommend now?
The Hydrate or the 5 year.
Got it.
And
All right.
Hawaii Hawaii Detail, I think. Jeremy, anyways, super fun guy that's got the lightning bolt. And anyways, he's got the Tesla Cybertruck. He did our 5 year on it and he's loving it. So
Awesome. M. Cuffle says, for matte powder coated wheels, would you ceramic coat? Will it make them glossy?
I would definitely ceramic coat. No, it's not going to make them glossy. So for that on matte, I would use the 5 year. Hydrate might give it a not a gloss, but more of a sheen.
Makes sense. Got to protect those wheels. RKNMB says, will the V1, so version 1, 3/8 year coatings work on metal as well? I want to coat my new exhaust system before installation and use my existing product.
Yeah, you can use it on there. It's not going to last as long as hydrate or or our previous metal coating, but it will give you the protection that you need because your
Okay, cool.
exhaust system, not the headers, but the rest of the exhaust system, you're fine.
Attention to Detailing UK says, if you could only use one product for detailing, what would it be and why? I'm going to use
Rinseless,
Rinseless Wash.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
rinseless wash because of its versatility. You can use it to clean the exterior. You can use it to clean the interior. You can use it to clean your pads. But if you're only having one product, you're not going to be polishing. So forget that one. You can use it to clean your wheels, your tires. It's a drying aid. It's basically a do-all product.
Duck Pond Detailing is reminding us that to get to that 150 like number, we need what?
Oh,
30
thank you,
more
Toby.
likes? We need 30 more likes. So thank you for suggesting that. We have 230 people watching and 119 likes. So let's just, if you're watching, why not like it? Like you're one of the people. Just like it. We'll get that number up.
Yeah,
Josh is asking, would you recommend using NV glass on all windows?
all exterior windows. Yes, definitely.
Not interior.
Never anything hydrophobic on interior glass.
Good wash details. Ivan, you're alive now. We love this. You're not washing a car and you're back. It's good to see you. Good wash details said, how do you go about polishing around decal stickers like a Jeep Wrangler?
Polish over them. You don't polish around, just you polish the stickers as well. If they're factory stickers, they're fine.
Even with a wool pad and compound? You're all right?
Yeah, I would go around them there, but the foam pad with the gold standard polish, you're fine. It'll actually
Okay.
make them look better.
Yeah, absolutely. Can NV be used? Ronald Anderson asks, can NV be NV? I don't know which NV he's talking about. Can NV be used on headlights?
So the Envy detail spray definitely can be used on headlights. Your headlights are plastic, so the Envy glass is not going to do anything. Now, if you have an old school car with glass headlights, yes, then definitely use Envy glass on the headlights. Basically, use Envy glass on glass, not on clear coat, not on plastics, not on chrome. Use it on glass. And your shower doors, great place for it. Your patio door, your house windows, all good candidates. And those you can do it inside and outside. But in your car, never put anything hydrophobic on the interior glass.
Hey, I've got some great news for you, Ivan. We are now at 149 likes, it appears. So
Oh,
that's exciting.
excellent.
Yeah, it's exciting. So thanks for that. Bagged Russ says, will chrome or polished aluminum have a haze or orange tinge after hydrate is applied? I have heard not to apply ceramic coatings to either chrome or polished aluminum. Why is this?
So, a lot of people don't want to apply ceramic coating to aluminum. Uh, Chrome has never been an issue. With aluminum, it depends on the aluminum polish you used. So, if you're prepping properly with either panel prep or app on the polished aluminum, then your coating will be fine. But some of the old school rouge bars that you'd use with the wool buffer, they leave a lot of oils there, and it's the coating reacting with the oil. So you have to strip those oils away first before putting the coating on. And if you coat after using a rouge, it's not going to do much anyways because it's attaching to the rouge. It's actually not attaching to the aluminum.
I hope that was a sufficient answer. That was quite detailed, Ivan. I appreciate that. What Evan says, DIY rotary versus DIY DA. So, rotary polisher, dual action polisher. As a beginner to polishing, what machine should I buy? I'm leaning towards the rotary currently. Ooh,
So
I know you're going to say your thing, Ivan. I know you're the
yeah,
guru on it. I would get the DA. I would get the cord-free DA, and I wouldn't overthink it. That's just me.
I
You
wouldn't
say your thing,
overthink it.
Ivan.
Yeah, I wouldn't overthink it either way. They're both great tools. They're both going to do what you need to do. Just know that the if you're wanting to do heavy correction, the DA would probably be a better choice. if you're wanting to do light enhancements, the rotary with the red waffle pad is just spectacular. It's so much fun to use. It's easy. It's simple. And despite what the horror stories on the internet are about rotaries, those days are long gone. But Speed One, clean, damp pad, one spray of gold standard polish. It's a polishing nirvana. It's just fun. It's easy. It's simple.
I mean, we have a new product to talk about, and if folks are just coming online because it's a live stream, it's Envy Glass Sealant.
Yes, definitely is.
Tell me more.
Easy to use, simple, can be used at every wash. You can actually use it as a glass cleaner as well. So, and by the way, if you're just tuning in, I've got a bit of a flu. Anyways, so it's just a very simple, easy to use product. You can use it daily if you want. I wouldn't use it that often, but as needed. And it's something that builds over time. So the first time you use it on your windshield, it's going to perform, but it might not perform too long if you're using your windshield wipers going down the highway at 70 miles an hour. But use it again, use it again. It's going to build on itself and create almost a coating.
There you have it. You can get it on DIYdetail.com right now, where we have a 20% off sale for everything else, except for kits and our new product. But yeah, you can just
and many of our distributors already have it in hand.
Yeah. We also have a giveaway. In a minute, we have another giveaway, Ivan. All right, you have to come up with a question this time. Next question, though. We'll do one more from Edwin Cordero. Can I use iron remover on my windshield? Good question.
Definitely. You can use your iron remover on any exterior part of the vehicle.
Tires?
It's not going to do anything on the tires, but it's not going to damage the tires.
Got it. Okay.
Because when we're cleaning the wheels, we're effectively getting it on the tires at the same time.
Yeah.
So, not an issue.
We've got a giveaway. It's a $100 mystery box, and every mystery box is going to have NV Glass Sealant in it. We're excited to do this. No purchase required. We're going to ask you a trivia question. First person to answer it right in the chat wins. So you have the ground rules, folks. Now Ivan's going to ask you probably the most important question you've ever heard in your life.
What's the name of the YouTube creator that has been instigating people or asking people to get us to 150 likes?
Oh, that's a good one. Wait, her name or the name of the
channel? Name of her channel.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
The full name, not just one. Oh, not the short form.
Oh no, Tanner came in and had her name, and oh man, Tanner had her name.
Yeah.
But does it have to be Duck Pond Detailing, Ivan?
Yes.
Could it be Duck Pond? Could it be Duck? Could it?
No, full name. Come on.
So Tanner came in at 3:30 and 5:30 Eastern. It said Jelena. And Dan Not Demand said Duck Pond. The Beast of Rock said Duck Pond Detailing. Is that what we're going to say?
The Beast of Rock it is.
I just took your job, Sam. I'm sorry. The Beast of Rock. Email info@DIYdetail.com for your mystery box. Get excited. We have one more mystery box giveaway in 30 minutes. We're going to keep answering the questions.
A little less than 30 minutes because we want to end at we don't want to keep people past 2 hours. So.
Oh yeah, we don't want to keep people. Okay. All right, Ivan. I got rid of the question. You got 20% off on DIYdetail.com. You got a new product to talk about, and we got questions. The next question comes up, we'll answer it. Sam, thank you, sir. George says, "Is your wax good for beginners?"
Yes, all of our products are good for beginners. The wax is super easy to apply. There's one mistake that a lot of people make is using too much of it. So spread it as thin as you can and then be patient. You don't have to wipe it off immediately. Do the whole car, even if you're out in the sunlight, not an issue. What makes it really friendly for beginners, though, it has no abrasives and it's not going to stain your plastics. So we're not saying to purposely slather it on your plastics, but every car I wax the plastics at the same time.
Okay. Very good. Tanner Bobbitt says, Ivan, what is your number one uncommon thinking outside the box way of marketing a detailing business that actually works?
Oh, excellent. A lot of different ways there. It depends on, the timeline of your business. Do you have employees? Do you not have employees? Are you mobile? There's not a one specific hook. But one thing that we did a lot in our shops, when we had a customer that was a great candidate for a ceramic coating, but I started applying ceramic coatings almost 30 years ago. And detailers, never mind consumers, didn't know what a ceramic coating was at that point. And we would tell people, no, don't get a wax, get a ceramic coating. And they're like, oh, I don't know what it is. I don't want anything. We would accidentally apply ceramic coating to their vehicle. And we wouldn't do it to every vehicle, but when we knew someone was a good candidate, in other words, they love cars, they have multiple cars, or they get a new car every year, whatever, someone that you're is going to be a repeat customer, our technician on their work order would actually say ceramic coating because it doesn't take much longer to apply ceramic coating than it does a wax or a sealant. And the cost of the coating is not that much when you look at it in the grand scheme of things. So, what we would do is accidentally apply coating to that customer's vehicle. And then when the customer came back in, we would say, our technician screwed up. He followed instructions. No, our technician screwed up. They accidentally put a coating on your car. So we're not going to charge you for that coating. And if you don't like it, we'll contact you in a couple weeks to see if you like it or don't like it. And if you don't like it, we'll remove it from your car. No one ever asked us for us to remove it. And I'd say a good 90% within a week or so, or the first time it rained, they would, can I get my other cars with that stuff on it? So that was a good little marketing trick for us. But if you're a lone operator without employees, that's a little difficult to do. You can't blame it on your employee.
I just always felt like when you took care of someone and they were your cheerleader, they were worth their weight in gold.
Yeah.
If you build a cheerleader customer, they can bring you tens of thousands of dollars in business. But that's me as someone who hasn't run a mobile detailing shop in so long. So I'm
Yeah.
not telling you how to do your business, but I just felt like if you took care of people, they told their friends, and that has nothing to do with SEO. But I just feel like that was a way that
Yeah.
probably will always work in any small business, let alone detailing. All right. Magna Agzen says, would you use a ceramic sealant on wheel wells to help keep them clean? Any tips on cleaning wheel wells?
Yeah. So first of all, cleaning wheel wells, if you have those dreaded carpeted style wheel wells, start with a dry brush. Don't get any moisture in there. Get as much of it off dry as you can. Then clean them. And as detailers, we have X-ray vision. We see things that most people don't see, including wheel wells. A lot of people on wheel wells don't see a lot of things. So what I suggest is clean them as well as you can, and then use quick beads. Quick beads is going to help them clean the next time. You're already there with your quick beads for the wheels. Spray it in the wheel well at the same time.
Why not, right? Yeah, Quick Beads is great like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Claudia's Car Care. Is Speed 2 on a corded DIY dual action the same as Speed 3 on a cordless DIY DA? If not, what speeds would you suggest to match? Thanks.
The
I think it's a
speed
good question because when I first played with the cordless tools, I felt like I had to maybe amp it up to Speed 3, whereas on a corded tool, Speed 2 felt good. I don't know if it's perception, reality, so I'd love to hear this too.
the speed range is identical on both. So speed 2 on the corded is the same as speed 2 on the cordless.
It just feels a little, maybe I don't know why. Yeah.
Because on the cord free DA, the brushless motor is turning much faster. So it sounds a little more, and you've got a little more air movement because we didn't want to overheat that little brushless motor, and we didn't want to overheat the gears. So it's spinning a lot faster. There's a bigger gear reduction there. And that's why you have that impression.
I mean, we teach this polish on speed 2 or 3, so whatever
Yeah.
Claudia, wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
As
it.
long as you're not like speed 5 or 6, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Claudia's Car Care. What tool or brand of tool do you suggest to buy that levels microns of paint? Thanks.
That levels microns of paint.
Yeah, they're trying. She wants to level that paint.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
the
first
body
of all,
shop.
yeah, if it's a daily driver, first of all, you don't want to be removing too many microns of paint, and you definitely don't want to be removing orange peel. The only way to level orange peel is through sanding, because polishing, you've got the peaks and valleys. It's going to smooth the peaks off a little bit, but they're still going to stay there. You're not going to get rid of orange peel, which, as I said, you want orange peel to stay around. But if you're wanting to decimate paint, if you're wanting to remove a lot of paint, our compound mixed with one of our wool pads, we have one for the rotary, we have one for the DA. So whatever tool you have, and that will get you a lot of cut very quickly. People underestimate our compound because they feel like it's It's not doing much. It's leaving the surface glossy. It's almost ready to go from the compound. It removes a lot of paint
Yes, it
or clear
does.
coat. Yeah.
All right, Claudia. Giveaway, by the way, in T minus about 20 minutes or so for the final $100 mystery box, free of charge. Just no need to buy anything. All right. TYBO says, should I be applying tire dressing to a wet tire or a dry tire, Ivan?
With our tire dressing, it really doesn't make a difference. It is water based, so a little bit of water remaining on your tire is fine. Now, if your tire is flooded with water, you'll want to blow some of that off or let it air dry a little bit. But a little bit of moisture on the tire actually isn't a problem. It makes your tire dressing go further and spread a little better.
Ooh, that sounds efficient. I love that. J. Red Hernandez says, why does graphene coating not make the towels hard like other coatings?
Um, so, first of all, our coatings, be it the graphene based ones, the 1 year, the 3 year, compared to the 5 year and the hydrate, none of them make the towels go hard. Coatings that make the towels go hard are an older technology of coatings, and graphene coatings tend to be a newer technology. So that's probably the reason you're experiencing that.
All right, hopefully that's helpful. Yeah, I know that it can be hard to know until you maybe wash or don't wash the towel that you use the ceramic product on, and then it may be hydrophobic. That's the thing that you can run into,
Yeah,
right, Evan?
exactly. Yeah.
So that's why you want to put your ceramic towels and your leveling applicator, everything in your wash bucket right after you're done, and it'll break it all down. Thieves
Yeah.
QT says, "Why did you stop making ceramic gloss? It was amazing."
Because it replaced with ceramic or with NV ceramic detail spray. The NV is better in every way other than fragrance. I'll say that, but no, it NV lasts longer. It does more. It spreads easier. Um, Less chance of streaking. You can actually overuse it and not run into issues like you did with ceramic gloss. So we've made it a simpler, easier, and better product to use.
It's a better product, and the scent is so minimal that it's a nice like quick detailer on interiors too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
That's
not
why we
glass,
took
not glass.
no, yeah, that's why we toned down the fragrance because on the interior it would have been just a little too much.
Down Home Detail says, not that there's really a need, but is there going to be a version 3 of your rinseless wash?
Eventually, yes. So everything is always under scrutiny with us. Everything is always, can we improve it? And when new raw materials become available, we test them and see if we can improve our existing formula. So everything is always on the chopping block with us. There's no, this is it. It's never getting better than this.
Can we just leave gold standard polish though, like forever, Ivan? Because it's so good.
Well, if we come up with a replacement, know that it will be better. So
Yeah, there you go. Darth Breezes says, new 3-year stack on old 5-year coating. If so, 1 hour or two between application.
1 to 8 hours.
Just the
So
same as the old.
yeah, 1 hour minimum, 8 hours maximum.
Got it. Jay Palma says, to remove an existing coating, is it better to use gold standard polish or gold standard compound?
Gold standard polish, because you don't want to actually remove that existing coating. You want to abrade it for the new, excuse me, for the new coating to bond to it. And when you do that, since you're not emptying the pores of the existing coating, first of all, you're not taking off excessive amounts of paint because your coating actually goes into your clear coat or into your paint about 2 or 3 microns. So if you were to actually remove that existing coating, you'd have to remove 2 or 3 microns of your paint or clear coat on your vehicle. So by just abrading it so the new coating can attach, you're fine.
Okay.
There's
Um,
one person I know that used to do product testing, and they would always test on the same vehicle, and that became an issue because every time they test a product, and this was R&D stage testing. I'm not talking about a YouTuber testing products, but since they were always testing on the same product, the problem that they had was every coating to them was fabulous. It's spectacular. It's great because they never actually polished enough to remove the existing coating that was on there. So they were putting a coating on top of coating on top of coating on top of coating. So of course, every time it got better.
gotcha. All right. Well, that makes sense. Tim Bray says, thoughts on coming out with a rinseless wash with ceramic protection that can be used on outside and inside of vehicles.
So if it has ceramic protection in it, you don't want to use it on the inside of vehicles if you're going to be touching the glass. We'll get that out of the way. Secondly, That's why we have drying aids. For myself, we don't want to inundate the market with too many products. And it's something that is just as simple to wash the car with the rinseless wash, spray on a little spritz of NV or C6 Miz or quick beads, depending on how you're using it, and then go from there. So it doesn't take you any more time doing it that way. And as a former shop owner, I never wanted anything with protection in it, like an all-in-one polish or a rinseless with ceramic in it, in case my employees accidentally used it before doing a ceramic coating. So that's one of the reasons we don't have that in our lineup.
You know, the ceramic infused wash soap. I mean, is that still a trend and high? I just feel like that. What's the
It
point?
is it is on the, shall we say, the low end of the spectrum. So
Okay,
uh you know, the wash and wax soaps you can still find at Walmart and AutoZone and places like that. We have a video coming up probably in a couple weeks. So the Monday videos, we always have a guest on with us, and that guest is Bill Baker. And if you remember a little while ago, I was challenged by Pan to clean a car for under $50. That was a fun video that we did. We went to Canadian Tire here, and Pan had that challenge done by Eddie. I passed it on to Bill Baker in Australia, and we went to a local auto parts store, picked up $50 worth of stuff to wash a car with, and it was a wash and wax soap. It left zero hydrophobics on the vehicle. It wasn't even close to being hydrophobic. So no, they're overly diluted, and if you used enough to actually do something, then the soap aspect of it would be horrendous.
gotcha, gotcha. All right, we have more questions here. We have a giveaway. Ivan, what time you want to do the giveaway?
5 minutes. So five to six.
Okay, we have a giveaway in 10 minutes then. 10 minutes
Yeah.
for your $100 mystery box, including NV Glass Sealant, which is new, brand new, just released. Ivan,
Oh,
hanging on for dear life.
yep.
Wrangler says, in your videos, you've showed us interior clean and protect as well as rinseless. Which one would you suggest for efficiency? Thank you, Ivan. Get some soup and feel better soon.
So for efficiency, rinseless wash. Because you're using a damp towel, wipe with the damp towel, wipe with the dry, you're done. With the interior clean protect, you're having to spray it on the towel, so it's taking a little more time doing that. Both work well. Both are great cleaners. Interior clean protect, though, does have one advantage: the protect part. I mean, interior clean protect is anti-static protection. So if you have a convertible, then that anti-static, or you drive with the windows down, you get dust on your interior, it's going to make your interior easier to clean. It's not going to get dusty as quickly.
Makes sense. Yep. Both have their benefits. What makes NV detail spray better than ceramic gloss? This is from Thieves QC.
Okay. Better durability, less chance of streaking. Um, Not a better fragrance, but anyways, so better durability, less chance of streaking. The
Slicker?
applic
Slicker?
yeah, increased slickness and increased gloss.
I just know it's so much slicker than ceramic gloss, and people love ceramic gloss, but that was the one
Yeah.
thing we got a lot of feedback on. We still have 200 people watching, Ivan. We're so close to our next giveaway, so stick around, everybody. Ivan's not dead.
Yeah.
He's hanging on.
Yeah.
All right, give him the 15 minutes to let him rest. What's the best option when a vehicle's been in the rain for, let's say, 2 days? What's the best way to clean it after the vehicle is not looking too bad? Note the vehicle is coated, and this comes from CQ6009.
Uh, just do a quick rinseless wash, or even a waterless wash. Uh, but just wash the vehicle. And if you prefer a foam cannon, use the foam cannon. There's no wrong answer and there's no right answer. It's just get it washed.
And you can rinseless wash it without a hose?
Yeah.
Got it.
You saw how dirty my Fiat or my Bertone was before we started, and that's
How shiny is she looking? Oh, I'm blinded. And
we got some nice.
you use gloves even, Ivan.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of you getting up though. Every time if you get close to the car, I'm reminded of our choppy internet earlier.
Yep.
But the paint condition on that, is it Was the hood repainted or just the front end?
Just the headlight bar, so the little
Okay.
part between the headlights,
And you
and it's
polished to improve, not remove on that paint?
yeah. So it's a 40-year-old car. It's a 1985, so 41 years old now. Uh, when I bought it, it had 40,000 miles on it. Now it's got 44, and the original owners took great care of it. But it's still a 40-year-old car. So there's little dings and scratches and stuff. I'm going to have some PDR done to get rid of the dings. The deeper scratches are going to stay. They're just part of the car. It's original paint everywhere except for that little front end that was starting to rust. And, older Italian cars are known to rust. So we didn't want to take the risk.
All right, we've got a few minutes left before our giveaway, so stick around, everybody. No purchase necessary. Just want to celebrate our
Yep.
20% off sale. And Ivan, Sam, did you get rid of that question? I'm not sure we even asked that. It was about gold standard polish. And anyways, Doug Johnson says, "What would happen if you tried to apply hydrate with a red pad and palm sander?"
Oh, you would use a lot of polish, first of all, or a lot of coating, just to get it in the pad and get it on the surface. Our red waffle pad is a open cell foam, and the applicator pads that we use are closed cell. So that's a big difference there. If you and also you're overworking it at that point. So overworking a coating is actually not a good thing. So people that do the I've seen people that they'll apply in a circular motion and then they cross hatch over that circular motion. Then they let it sit for a minute and then they go over it again. No, just get it on the paint and leave it. That's what you need to do. And then level it when it's time to level. But the machine would be a little too much.
Makes sense. Not sure if we had that previous question, Sam, about polishing. If not, we can go on to the next one. When are the detailing tools coming out? The LaCroix Cruisers.
Still trying to find a competent welding shop. So I had one that I sent them one of the prototypes for them to match, and my welds. I'm not a welder by trade. My welds were better than theirs, so it just didn't work out. Their price was okay. The problem I'm having, and if there's a welder watching, or a welder that would like to take on this project, the problem I'm having is either they have a ridiculously high minimum order quantity. In other words, I'd have to order like 1,000 or 5,000 of them to get a price, or the price is way too high. And I don't want to be charging $500 for these things. To me, that's ridiculous. But that's where we're at the moment. So if you'd like to take on a project that you're building maybe 100 of these a month, give me a call.
All right, the journey continues. Dan says, not sure if this has been asked before. Is it crucial or a big help to clay the glass before applying Envy Glass Sealant?
Definitely, it is a best. That's a best case scenario because now you're removing all the contamination off the glass. You're making sure that it's perfectly clean before doing it. And if you want to polish it, even better.
But Envy Glass Sealant goes on dry glass, right? It doesn't go on
Yeah,
as a drying
it,
aid?
it's not a drying aid. No.
Gotcha. Folks will wonder. They'll ask. They'll
Yeah,
comment. They'll send DMs. ESA Autospa says, can you polish carbon fiber?
yeah, definitely. It's in a epoxy resin, so you're just polishing the epoxy resin. A lot of automotive carbon fiber parts are clear coated.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to, is them being clear coated. Dynamic Duo Detailing says, I know a welder. So who knows? Let them know.
Yep.
Next question, Wrangler says, would you say for a brand new vehicle, it's okay to use a red pad versus yellow pad? Gold standard polish, of course, then use app. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So the the red pad, basically what we're doing when we're polishing a brand new vehicle is trying to make sure that we're getting rid of any existing sealants or waxes or something the dealership put on it. Uh, so in that case, the red pad, but I would do a few more passes. Like I mentioned before earlier in the broadcast here, instead of left, right, up, down, left, right, you'll be doing left, right, up, down. Do 6 passes instead of 3. That'll get you the abrasion that you need and to clean off that potential sealant that the dealerships put on.
Someone's asking when the brush will be in stock. And is there any brush that we don't have in stock right now, Evan?
As far as I know, they're all in stock.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The
double.
the
Yeah, I
the
don't.
handle isn't in
The
stock.
handle, yeah, the extension pole. Okay.
Yeah. and it's a standard. It's a very standard pole. And hold on a minute, I'm gonna go get another pole to show people another option. Keep
Great.
talking, Nick.
So the deal with the Perfect Save brush is everybody loves it. It'll save your back. You can wash uppers and lowers, and it's great. But the question is like, okay, I have this pole. The thing is, we sold out of the pole. The extension pole is sold out for the time being. You can use your broom pole, your mop pole, your kitchen broom, whatever. You just unscrew it and screws in, and just because it doesn't look like Ivan, you've got a pole on the Perfectly Safe brush. It works great. So Ivan's still working on that for us, but just so you know, in the meantime, you can still get the Perfect Safe brush for 20% off. Right now, DIYdetail.com, we have a 20% off Memorial Day sale. Goes through Sunday, but you could pick yourself up Perfectly Safe brush, NV Glass Sealant, and even without that pole, just use your broom handle at home. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's see. Do we have a new question in the queue, Mr. Sam? As Ivan's doing something. He's going to bring us a poll and a visual, but I'll answer this question in the meantime. BGOMES8256. Do you have a method to wash your microfiber towels without the dedicated soaps? I mean, I've used like distilled white vinegar in the past when I'm just trying to ball on a budget. It doesn't compare
Yeah.
to Renaissance, Ivan.
No, so a free and clear detergent. Uh, so no fragrance, no uh, water softeners or anything like that. No fabric
Dyes, yeah,
softeners.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So a free and clear detergent with a bit of vinegar. And in the past, before we tested Renaissance, um, that's what I used. And I tried many, many different microfiber washes on the market and always went back to the free and clear detergent with vinegar. I found it worked better. And then Renaissance came along. It's like, no, we're going with Renaissance. So back to the poll question. This is our poll. So 3 little latches, and you can open it up. Acme standard, number 2 Acme thread. That's one version. Standard broom handle, number 2 Acme thread, same thing, just one solid piece. This is actually one I really love, and you can tell it's been used a lot for
Yeah.
painting. So this is from a company called Shoreline, and I think I got it at Home Depot. I'm not sure, but this one you press the button, and when you press the button, you pull on the handle, and it actually extends. Let me move back a little so you can see how this works.
And we're not even selling these to you folks. We're just showing you how to find a
So
solution.
you've got one button. You pull on the handle. Let's line up there. All right. Pull on the handle, and it extends both ways. So the handle that I'm pulling down pulls one part, and then this part comes out. So my one hand that's actually holding here hasn't moved. And actually, I'm not far enough here. Let's go a little further. There we go. Okay.
There we go.
So very simple to use. A little heavier than our pole weight wise, but nonetheless very easy, adjustable. The mine, like I said, it's been used for painting a lot, so it's a little worse for wear at the moment. But that's actually one of the poles we were trying to get to sell as our pole, and they don't do private labeling. So, but it's a good pole. You can pick it up at your local hardware store. I tried finding it online and I couldn't find them online. So, but it's from a company called Shoreline.
There you go, Ivan. There is a reality here that all the questions that have been asked in this chat may not get answered. So what we want folks to do is after the video is done, put your comment in the actual post live video, and when it's there, it appears in our comments queue on YouTube. Ivan will answer them. So if you don't get your question answered here, we got you as always. It's time for the final trivia question, Ivan. And you'd think with 2 hours I would have come up with one, but I have yet to think of anything.
Ooh.
Do you have one?
I don't know. What could we have as a trivia question? We
already asked about Duck Pond and when we started as a company. Okay, I got a good one. That's a good one. This is for the people who have been watching this entire time. $100 mystery box.
Minimum
no purchase
of $100.
required.
Yeah.
What's that?
Minimum of $100.
Minimum of $100. Okay, you
Because
ready for this?
we want to get our, we want to send it out to people, but we have to meet our minimum order, or not minimum order, but the free
Free
shipping
shipping
threshold. So yeah,
threshold. There you go.
yeah.
All right, Ivan. What is the name of the drying blanket to come?
Oh,
The half
half.
size, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Write it in the comments below if you get the spelling right, which I think I know what the spelling is. Does Sam know what the spelling is? I
So
know what the spelling is.
for those that just joined us, this is the regular size drying blanket. So let me put it this way. So this is the regular size drying blanket. This, and it's wet. That's why the color is different. So you can see the size. So let me move the camera so I can move further away from it again. So it's literally half of a drying blanket.
And that towel's coming when?
Soon. They're on the water. We'll put it that way. So
We're hoping June.
yeah, we're hoping in June.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of June, we will be going to Omaha soon to film, and that's going to be happening early June, which isn't that far away. But oh, there we go. It's coming soon. If you have any video suggestions, put them in the comments, not in the chat here, but actually in the comments of the video. We read and we respond to all those comments.
All right. The first one I have is the correct spelling is Damyo, correct?
That is correct.
All right. So Tybo 372 is the winner. So Ty, congratulations for your mystery box. You're gonna get some NV glass sealant and some other goodies. Sam will
Yep.
choose them for you. Just email info@diydetail.com. Put a screenshot of this. Just let them know you were the 5 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time final trivia winner. Ivan, we still have 222 people watching. What we're going to
Thank you.
call affectionately the flu game for Ivan. After Michael Jordan's Game 6 performance against the Utah Jazz in the 90s, they've made many documentaries about it. He performed in a valiant way for his team to win the. Anyways, the flu
Okay.
game. If you know, you know. So Ivan has the
I
flu.
don't.
Yeah. Should we wrap it up? I want to answer more questions, but again, it's.
Yeah, no. Well, it is 6 o'clock, so let's thank everyone for joining us. We really appreciate you joining us, all 200 and some of you. It's always heartening to us to have that. We will be, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, going to Omaha to film, and when we do that, we always do a live when we're there. So there'll be a live coming soon, probably early, like first or second Friday in June, somewhere in there. We haven't decided yet. But other than that, thank you for joining us. Remember, NV Glass Sealant is now available, and a lot of our distributors already have it on hand. So if you're used to buying from a certain distributor, check them out. They probably already have it. And also, this weekend, you'll probably be seeing a number of videos from a lot of great content creators. So be sure to check out those videos, give them a thumbs up, give them some hype points, and help all those channels grow.
It's got kind of a light, kind of clear blue. I mean, it looks like a glass cleaner, in terms of the colorway.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Man, bravo to Ivan. Bravo to Ivan, right? If
Thank
if
you.
if you want to say get better, Ivan, like the video. I'll bet you if we get to 200 likes, Ivan will miraculously heal. So anyways, hey, we appreciate all of you. Anything else, Ivan?
Enjoy. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Spend it with family, spend it with friends, and enjoy. And we
Well,
shall see you.
probably you should probably clean your car too, because that'll make you feel better. Before you
Well,
go to
of
the Memorial
course.
Day gathering, detail your dang car.
Well, it's a good family event. Get together as a family and wash everyone's cars. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
Enjoy.
Bye.